So hi everybody and welcome back to C++ tutorial series for absolute beginners. This is video 212 and in this video I create a bubble sort from scratch. It is just a prototype, it is not perfect, but it will do the job. So, but before we go there, I want to show you a shortcut how you can rename variable names so that it is all time changed in all places. And I have here an example when I scroll down, and you can see we created this list here last time in our video, but the problem is this variable name score list head2, I want to change it to 1 because I deleted the other one which I used, that was this wrong one where I just had this one value, and now I have the second one, and let's say I want to change this variable name. And you can see when I highlight this one variable name, this score list here, it is highlighted here, here, and in many places all over the code. When I scroll up, I think anywhere on top as well, perhaps not. Anyway, it is all over the place. And how we can change this instead of writing it in all places separately, you can do it very simple actually. Too bad that I showed you not this before, but what you can do is you just highlight the one which you want. So you can see I have highlighted this one like so, and then I make just a right click to show you the shortcuts, and here is a rename. So you can use also Control R, Control R again, and then this rename will pop up. And this rename is here important. It is not just renaming this one name here. It is replacing this name in all over the place in this code. So you can, let's say, like I said, I want to change this here score list head2 to 1, or let's say just head, not 1. Because now we have not. Let's change it just to score list head. And now you can see here some options. It says here symbol. All right, that was this what we used. And then we can look up preview, and let's look this preview because this preview is interesting. And here, before we go to the preview, here is one more thing which says entire solution. Entire solution is here. You can see we have here a solution on the right side, Explorer, which is our the whole project name, and then this one will count for the entire solution, which means also for other places if you have here files, but you can also specify it just the current project or and so on. You have here just this options. In my case, I can just keep the default value, which is entire solution, and then you can click this preview. And preview shows now what it will do, and that's very nice. You can see we have here on top a list where what it will change, and here the bottom one is the actual code where it will change. So when I scroll down, this is this place here, it will change. Can I make this bigger? See, yes, good. Then you will see that we have, let's make this one also bigger. You can see here it shows how it will change it, right? And that's nice. And here on top you can see where all the places it will change. So you can see it is this little code, this little variable name, it's in many different places included here, and all these places will be replaced at the same time instead of that you go manually all to the places by yourself and change it. And that's very nice. After you say, okay, I want this, after you check this, you can go here to apply, and now we can save this. And of course, try to run your code to test it. For example, in my case, I run this, and I show you also right now the bubble sort which I programmed. And my bubble sort which I programmed is just a random one which I just come up from scratch. It's a very probably not optimized, not perfect, has some bugs probably, but yeah, we will see. Let's show it. Coder A, that was my password, and you can see I have formatted it also a little bit. The first list, what you see is the linked list, which is not sorted. And the spacing here is just formatted. And the second one is the printing out the sorted list. And we will discuss about this one now, step by step. All right, with that said, I think we can start now with my bubble sort. But before I start with my bubble sort, I want to tell you that my bubble sort, which I have created here, is not, let's say, it's not the optimized version which you can find online on web. The reason for that, a bubble sort and all the other sorts are very well-known sorts. They are all-time analyzed, they are all-time optimized, and they work very well. In my case, I said, okay, let's make one from scratch without any optimization, without any testing. Actually, I have not tested this optimal, which means that there are probably some bugs and some errors in it. We will see this while I explain that. And the reason why I want to do this in this way is to show you how you can develop something like that from scratch. I hope you did this anyway on your own. That was the first task when we go back here to our exercise. So the first one we was reusing the login system. Then we have created here this linked list, and then that was this task here, the function that was in our last video. And now we make this sort, and we have talked about the sorts in so many different situations. Now, one time I said you should just analyze code, for example, on the web, and see if this is a sort. We tried this with a bubble sort, and the point was we analyzed the code and it was actually not the bubble sort. That was a very bad example, but that's why I showed you this. You have to understand the code, what the code does, and so on. The point is now here, because we have not seen a bubble sort. Of course, you can find a right implementation of a bubble sort on the web, probably. We make now this from scratch. I made it from scratch now, my own, and I choose bubble sort just randomly because it's not so that it is bad or good. I just said, okay, I choose bubble sort. Of course, if you want to go for more quicker sort, or then you would not choose bubble sort, because we talked also about this, that there are other ways who are faster. We have not talked about optimization, and I said this kind of topic we will talk in future when you go a little bit more deep into sort algorithms and in general other topics. So, and because of that, I show you now my sort algorithm, which is the idea of the bubble sort. So what I did is, let's get started. Here I go to Wikipedia and you can see bubble sort. And the only thing what I did here is not take here any code here. I don't know what they did. I watch not. What I did is just, I looked this animation. And this animation tells me, okay, the bubble sort is comparing all time two numbers here. You can see two numbers. And it is all time taking the highest number to the right side. You can see it compares, the highest number goes to the right side. It goes one down, then it compares this to the side, and the higher number go to the right. And then you can see after it reaches the end position, the bubble sort stops and starts over again. So this is the whole idea what I take as my start point. And when I go here back, you can see I have called this one here sort, and here step 0, which is my start point. Here I say taking Wikipedia bubble sort. This is this one here. This is the idea. Animation is my idea, and made a picture. And now I need a picture. Why I need a picture? Let me show you. My picture is this one. It's It's only just to show you the other steps which comes now. And before I go into this one, I decided that I make the videos not too long, so I will stop here and continue in the next video with the bubble sort step by step. We go through step by step. So if you have any questions or any comments like old time, write it in the comments. See you in the next video where I go now step through my bubble sort. Bye, good luck, and have fun.